Right, hello and welcome to my first video. It's gonna be on some random rubbish that you probably don't care about, but that's fine, because I sort of enjoy sitting in my room on my own, talking to a camera. Yeah, you can sort of see the sort of sad, lonely life that I live here on my own. Not on my own, I live with my parents obviously. You know, I'm still in school. As you can tell by my general long hair, stupid clothing, and the posters that are plastered all over my wall. Just ignore the sound of my phone going off if you can hear it. So, yesterday I went to go and see The Hobbit, which I really enjoyed. It was a really good film, and it's really true to the book, which is great because I'm a massive nerd. Although one criticism I have, it was 3 hours long. Never have I needed to piss so much in my life. I honestly thought my bladder was going to explode towards the end of the film. It was, how do I put it? Like getting kicked in the nuts while giving birth out your arse is how I would describe the pain I was going through. Just imagine that for a second. Yeah, that was the pain. But I sort of come to the conclusion that Peter Jackson, director, has run out of money because he's turned a book that is 200 or so pages long into three-hour films. That's 200 pages or so in 9 hours. I don't... Just... Really, Peter, you could have done it in one film. But no, you needed to be greedy. Another thing I do quite a lot, and I'll link it into my videos a lot as well, is tweeting. I tweet so much. I'll put my Twitter down in the description so you can ask me things and whatnot. Follow me, please, 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 please. But yeah, so I tweet a lot, and the worst thing about Twitter is I find a lot of really quite depressing statuses on there, and it's sort of like, well, not statuses, sorry, tweets. I'm getting my Facebook and my Twitter mixed up. Yes, I find a lot of depressing tweets on there, and really, to be honest, nobody cares about you, pathetic little life. And the worst thing is, it's all like people who just basically are doing it for attention. A prime example of this is a girl who put, "It just feels like everybody hates me today, TBH," which, if you didn't know, stands for "to be honest." Interesting bit of trivia there. So, you know, everybody. 7 billion, everybody. 7 billion people hate you. I mean, I can see why. No one likes an attention whore. Or someone who puts really shitty tweets. Oh god. Really shitty tweets on Twitter. I fucked up the entire video now, and it's all her fault. So yeah, I definitely do hate her now. Another thing is the fact that hashtags, really depressing hashtags, like hashtag story behind your cuts, was generally one that really pissed me off, because it was just a bunch of bipolar, think they're like bipolar like 12-year-olds, but basically they were like, you know, it's stuff like my mum took away my iPad because I smashed my iPhone screen. Now I'm going to sit in my room, listen to my JVC speakers and blast out some Ed Sheeran. Kill yourselves. just do the world a favour, jump off the nearest tall building onto a very sharp object and just end it. Your life just generally isn't worth living if you're going to post shit like that, because nobody cares. I mean, here's the thing for all of you 12-year-old bipolar kids who self-harm. Stop covering the knife with blood, cover it with butter, and make me a fucking sandwich. Yeah, how'd you like that? Go on, do it. That's all you bastards are good for. I can see this video getting a lot of abuse, the things I talk about, and that's fine because I couldn't give a shit what most of you think. Most of you will try and say things to piss me off, and that's fine because nothing pisses me off because I'm the kid that runs around parks in very little clothing or women's clothing. Preferably women's clothing. I quite like women's clothing. If you're going to remember anything from this video, please don't remember that. I really don't want to be remembered for the guy who dressed up in women's clothing around parks, because that wouldn't be great for my reputation. Lack of reputation. What else was I going to talk about? Instagram. I love Instagram. And there's a reason I love Instagram. And that reason is I have a small insight into everyone's life using photos and a very little bit of text. It's a very simple concept. Put pictures on, people like pictures, people tell you what they think of pictures. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not like Facebook and Twitter where you can like argue on Instagram. People who argue on Instagram really need to evaluate their lives quite drastically, because you're arguing on a photo website, probably about a photo. Words can't even comprehend how stupid that is, let's be honest. Although you do get these sorts of people who think they're some sort of like genius photographer because they can use Instagram. It's like, wow, you can use a couple of edits. Yeah, wow, that is, your editing skills are beyond belief. I don't even know. I'm gonna end the video on this. My mate told me a really good joke, and I'm gonna tell you. Chances are you're probably gonna be offended. But here it goes. How do you pick up girls in outfits? With a dustpan and brush.